So, right at this second, right now, it is VE Day. And I thought, what better way to celebrate this day than to learn the piece We'll Meet Again by Vera, Lynn. So the aim is to show you both the chorus and the verse today so that you can put it into practice and hopefully maybe learn it before the BBC plays it this evening. It'd be great if you could catch on. So let's jump straight in. So here's pretty much what it looks like written down. Now I understand that this doesn't actually make a lot of sense to most people, and in fact it confuses me the way I've written it down, but we're going to go through this step by step and it's going to be super easy, I promise. So first things first, what's the melody? Now you don't have to just do the chords, you don't have to just do the melody, you can just do one or the other. Let's start with a simple one, learn this one first. So the melody goes like this. We start on A, below middle C, down to the A flat with your third finger, back to A, B flat, A, B flat, B, B flat, B, F sharp, when I hit the right note. So let me do that again and I'll show you, the whole thing is quite chromatic. It's really interesting, it just goes in semitones. So we've got A flat, A, then B flat, A, B flat, B, B flat, B, and you see how it does these steps. That step, and then an F sharp to finish. And I'd use either your thumb or your third finger for every white or black note. So third finger for black notes, thumb for white notes. Moving on. The next line, we've got, let's say we end on the F sharp on our forefinger. So the second line we've got, something like that. I can't say I'm absolutely perfect with the rhythm, but those are the perfect notes for you to play. So fourth finger on the F sharp, to fifth finger on the G, fourth finger on the F sharp again, third on the E, repeat that twice, second on D, repeat that twice, thumb on C sharp, again and twice, and then walking back up to E via the D with our second finger. So I'll play that once more. Perfect. So that's the first two lines. You can hear how it works. It's fitting quite nicely. We've got the chromatic bit. Up to the F sharp with our forefinger. F sharp, G, F sharp, E, E, D, D, C sharp, D, E. Now we're on to line 3, which is a repeat of line 1. So I'm not going to play that now, it's just the same as. So play that again. Then we all but have a repeat of line 2. But instead of going to the C sharp with our thumb, we're going to reach down to the B, back to the F sharp, and then D. So we've got 2 F sharps followed by a D. Let's do that again. So F sharp, G, F sharp, 2 E's, 2 D's. Then the change was instead of a C sharp, like we had in line 2, we got a B, and then 2 F sharps, D. So that's the whole chorus. Let me play that for you from start to finish. We've got line 1 with a chromatic bit. Fourth finger on the F sharp, second line. 2 E's, 2 D's, 2 C sharps, D, E. And then hold that into line 3, repeat of line 1 with a chromatic. Thumb, third, thumb, forefinger. Almost a repeat of the second line, 2 E's, 2 D's. Instead of C sharp, we're going to B with a thumb. Back to F sharp, twice, and D. Nice and simple. So that's the chorus, that repeats, that's the main bit that most people know. On top of that, we've got a verse, and I'll quickly whiz through that. It starts off with C sharp, D, E, sort of building into the song. And then we've got, let's say C sharp with our thumb. D, E, into F sharp, E, F sharp, E, D, E, F sharp, E, F sharp, E. Sort of see how it's got that swing to it, leading in. Then we go back to the D and down to the B. So we've got 2 repeats basically of the, then another D, E to lead us in, down to B via the D, repeat on the B again, back to D, F sharp, E. So that's like one line of this. So I'll play that to you now. Nice. So now we're on to the second line where we're going to go thumb onto E, and leading in again we've got two notes, E, F sharp, then we're on G sharp, F sharp, G sharp, F sharp, with the same rhythm as before. Then two notes to lead in again, E, F sharp, and repeat the G sharps and F sharps again. Two notes to lead in again. And then we're going to walk down from A to G, F sharp, E. 4, 3, 2, 1. So I'll play that line for you once more without any talking. And again, it's up to you if you want to follow the exact perfect rhythm that the song does, but I feel like this gets you far enough there. So that's the second line of the verse. Let's play the whole verse now, starting with thumb on C sharp. Then hold on to the E and swap to your thumb. Simple as that. There's the verse. So, you've got your chorus, you've got your verse. You can play it just in one hand, that works absolutely fine. Like, if you wanted to, you could go in unison. And have a bit of bass. And that works quite well, actually. I don't know if that was sort of an old style to have a lot of unison stuff going on, but it sounds nice. But if you want to push on and have a little bit of an extra something, let's add in the chords in the left hand. So we're starting with D major, then to F sharp 7, which is F sharp, A sharp, C sharp, and E, to B minor 7, to B7. Okay, so actually I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a picture of literally this and put a link in the description so that you can just download it and see what I'm talking about, because I've got the melody, and I'm sure you can pick up on that pretty quickly, and then the chords are above that and line up with the correct notes there. The only thing it doesn't show you is rhythm. So watch this for sort of rhythm and timing, and have a look at the music if you need that. So we've got D major to F sharp 7, to B minor 7, which was the B, D, F sharp and A, to B7, B, D sharp, F sharp, A, to E minor, E, G and B. To an interesting chord, we've got G over A, which is played like this. And at this current moment in time, we've got the D in the right hand being played. So what I want is you to play the G major in the right hand, G, B, D, put the D at the top, and then you play A and E in the left hand to get that A involved. It's a really nice chord there. So G over A, and then we've got an E minor 7, like this, E, G, B, D, and an A7 after that. That's literally all the chords you need, I think, in this piece. Actually, there's an E7 later on, which is E, G sharp, B, and D. Now, you could play the whole piece, just playing the chords. And that's fine. Play along with the track. Sounds good. Pretty much you get a chord every single bar. Yeah, it's literally every single bar. But what I want to do is I want to get the melody involved with those chords as well. So the way I do that is I mix and match between the chords in the right hand and the left hand. So for example, we start the piece on A, and I can play some of the chord at the bottom, and obviously the A is still part of that D major chord. So the hands are pretty close together. When we get to the F sharp 7, again I'm going to turn that chord that originated from here into an inversion up here, so that B flat becomes my top note. B minor 7 can play in its original spot, B, D sharp, F sharp and A, when I get to the B in the right hand. And then the left hand stays where it is, swaps the D to a D sharp to get our B dominant 7, and you play the F sharp at the top there. So see how that works? So that's the first line. a little bit squashed, but it works quite nicely. Even if I do have to sort of ignore the fingers that I suggested to begin with. Anyways, after that line, we've got F sharp G, F sharp, with an E minor left hand. On the second D, we move our left hand down to the A and the E, and our right hand into the G major chord for the G over A, and hold that down while we play C sharp, D, into E minor 7 with the left hand, let's say an inversion here, and then we've got an A7 just on its own to bring us back into the second loop. Still the same. On the second D, we've got that chord. Slight change in melody here with the two F sharps. And instead of going to an E minor 7 and an A7 like we had in the second line, it's on the fourth line, we've got D major. Very nice. So that is the chorus. Moving into the verse, we've got an F sharp 7 with the F sharps and E's in the right hand. And now, the left hand sounds a little bit low here, so I'd play an inversion slightly higher up. And if you don't know what an inversion is, it's just basically rearranging the same notes we had here into a different order that sound better. So at that moment, we had a G major chord, so I'll play that again. Going into the verse, we had the F sharp 7. After the B in the right hand, the first B that is, we play a G major and then play the second B. Then you're leading in to the second line. Now this is where it gets a little bit more challenging. We've got an E major over B chord here, which is basically E7 that I spoke about earlier. But I want to make sure that the B is at the base of the chord. So we do have B in the chord. Let's put it to the bottom and get all of the notes in there. And then an A7, just going to play it as an inversion as well. Sounds quite nice. So I'll play that whole verse again. There's some interesting jazzy swing in there, but you can hear how it's meant to go. So to make the chords a little bit more interesting in the verse, I would take them as, let's say, the right hand playing the majority of the chord and the left hand playing root note and fifth, as like a walking thing. Well, somewhat of a walking thing. So here we go. Into the verse. I'm playing most of F sharp 7 in the right hand with the melody. And then fitting in that C sharp on the start of each bar. And we'll do the same with a G major. Except I forgot the left hand. G major. And then moving into the next part, we can do the same thing. We've got, I could play E dominant 7 in both hands, and highlight the E and the B in the left hand. Into the A7 chord, I'm just going to spread that out in the left. And we're back into the chorus. I won't play any more than that. I think you get the gist. This piece really is a nice one, and it would be great if you can get it up to scratch. So start with the right hand, start with that melody, and understand exactly where the notes are meant to go. Remember, I'm putting the music into the description, literally as I've written it. That stuff. Yeah, apologies. But at least you can follow along with what I'm saying. Now, if the chords go beyond you, put a comment below. Let me know if you need some extra help with those, trying to understand what I mean by F sharp 7 or dominant 7 or inversions. If you need help, just let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe while you're there. In any case, I'll see you tomorrow for a new video. It might be a quick tip, it might be a new piece of music, who knows? We shall see. Have a good one.